Alright, boys. This video completely different from all the other ones that I ever make. Um, I always make authoritative based videos where I'm just talking and trying to tell you how I've overcame things and how you can do it too. But I realized many people don't know where I get the authority from just because they don't know me, they don't know my story. And so one thing I was reflecting on a few days ago, especially today, is how when I look around at people, I feel like no one no one can relate to me. No one understands me, and no one really lives the way I live. No one has the same beliefs that I have. And people are just different. Um I've never ever seen anybody in real life that I thought, damn, this guy really knows the shit that I know, really understands me, really thinks the way I do, really has as much faith as I do, you know? That never ever happened. And I wanna I wanna say that I see people as if they're all the same, you know? Obviously some people are different, whatnot, but everybody's the same, bro. And it's not always in a bad way, but it's like no one has anything special. No one has, I've heard people saying, "Oh, I want to become rich. I want to buy a mansion. I want to buy a crazy car." The same people are still going to college and they're still, doing nothing with their life. There's a difference between ambitious and commitment, you know. And many people get so comfortable with thinking that they're gonna work so hard that they will get it no matter what, and they start telling people and they start feeling so comfortable with it that they eventually don't take action anymore. They just don't know what they're gonna do, right? Until you make the unconscious conscious, you will dictate your life, and you will call it faith. And I used to live that way, bro. I literally used to think that no matter what happens, I will become successful. No matter what comes to my way, I will overcome the obstacle so hard to the point where I did not know what I was doing. I was lost. You know, I was just trying a few business models here and there. I was working and I had a normal life. All I was doing, maybe it's like I was young and I was making a little bit of money, but I was literally a normal person, waking up at a normal time, going to school as usual, after school, literally just scrolling on my phone. Eventually understood what makes the difference between you and somebody else. It's not how you look, it's not what you want, but it's how you act, how you behave. Because my habits, I'm gonna tell you right now, bro, and I say this with 100% of conviction. I don't know if there's anyone like me out there in the world, but if there is, please comment, bro. I'm literally looking for competition. But none of the people that I went to school with, even the highly ambitious ones, none of them could live with the habits that I live with for over a week. Even for a week. You know? And this is not just about waking up early, following a morning routine, and working hard. This is literally about your beliefs. Because your body has a certain limit, but your mind has no limits. Only you can dictate the limits of your mind. Whenever you think that's enough, it'll be enough for your body. Whenever you push yourself beyond what other people can imagine, it will happen. And I feel like I've been around all kinds of different people. I was born in Italy, and I lived there until I was 12. Exactly the day after I became 12 years old, we came in London and stayed here for a few years now. We live in London, and After coming to London, I moved house 3 times again into 3 completely different areas, you know? So I've had different kinds of people around me, and let me tell you this, bro. I've seen like people going to the gym with like my dream physique. I've seen people working on businesses making high amounts of money. I've seen people going to my school with high levels of ambitions. But when it comes to me, bro, I am willing to become homeless. I am willing to go to jail. I am willing to live a miserable life for 5 years straight if that means that I'm gonna get what I want to get. My level of commitment is so high. Sometimes I just look around and I feel like I just cannot find nobody. Nobody with this level of commitment. It's not about the results, it's about the hard work that you put in, it's about the effort. Because I've never seen anybody trying this hard. And I'm not saying that I'm the hardest worker out there. I think there are trillion of people that are working harder than me. But your determination and your commitment really make you a man of different breed. It just changes you, you know? And I came to a point where I was like, I'm so focused that nothing can come into my way. As long as it's me and I have God, I'm unstoppable, bro. And I'll say all the time, nobody can stop me. Nobody. And you know, life just becomes different when it's like you wake up early in the morning, it's 4 a.m., you know, you step outside, you do push ups, and it's dark and it's cold outside, it's rainy, it's so quiet because nobody's up at that time. And you look around and you're like, bro, another day. Here it goes. Reset. We're starting from zero. It doesn't matter the day before how hard you pushed in the gym, how much time and effort you put into work, how many hours you slept, how many macros you've tracked, and how well you've eaten. It doesn't matter. It's a new day. It starts from zero. And it starts in the worst way possible. It's 4 a.m. in the morning. You wake up, your alarm goes off. Your whole family, your whole household is still sleeping. Your whole neighborhood, all the lights are off. And you're alone there, cold and dark and rainy. And you're like, let's go again. I have nothing. I have no money. I have no people to lose. I have no one that believes in me. I have no one that truly supports me. It's just me by myself. Once again. Day number who knows what. Restarts from zero. Again. The next day. Again. And again. And again. And again. It's like there's never an end. But your faith is so hard. You're willing to go forever. Your mindset is like win or die trying. There's no way in between. There's no way in the middle where you're gonna be like, this is not what I wanted, but it's enough. No, you're just gonna keep going. There's no end point. That really hits different, bro. That really hits different. And some of the mornings are so lonely, but you get to decide. And I've heard this the other day in a video as I was in the gym, and I think this is one of the best thing I've heard, and I can really relate to this. You decide whether to be lonely or alone, because at certain times this journey can get very lonely. It's about your perspective, how you view it. I used to feel lonely, you know. I was like, I have no one that's in my same journey that I know. Obviously, in YouTube, I see so many people, but this is not YouTube, it's real life. But then I was like, I'm not lonely, I'm alone. Because I want to do this shit alone. You know? I see many people, posting the reels like, oh, POV, you had your girlfriend next to you throughout the whole journey. You and bro made it. I am alone in this journey and I love it this way. Like, sure, I have a friend that lives in Italy that I met, like, we've been best friends for over 10, 11 years, but, again, he lives in another country. So when it comes to the early mornings, it's me by myself. When I'm locking into the laptop, building my business, it's just me. Nobody's around. All the haters that comment in my reels and my YouTube videos, all the people that used to laugh at me in school, that I was doing the push-ups early at 4 a.m. in the morning, they're sleeping when I'm up. They are sleeping. They probably go to bed at the time I wake up. They have no vision of how they're gonna live in the next 3 months, in the next 6 months, in the next 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. They're just letting the day go by. They're just like, oh, another day. Let me see what I can do. Oh, I'm hungry. What do you have? Milk, cereals. That's enough. They just live with no purpose. There are two kinds of people in this game. You have the people that are just surviving, and you have the people that are trying to win. I'm trying to win, bro. I have goals. I just want to win. I'm not trying to survive. And once your purpose becomes so instilled into your mind, you eventually don't care about how you feel anymore. It's not ever about, do I want to go gym or not? It's about, what am I going to hit in the gym today? It's not about, I really want to eat this, I don't want to eat that. You just eat whatever the fuck you gotta eat. It's not about, I want to work, I don't want to work. Should I watch this video? Should I scroll a bit? You just go straight into your needle moving tasks every day, each day. And progress is not shown by your materialistic results. Progress is shown by the growth of your character. When I know that it's the 200th time that I'm waking up at 4 a.m. consecutively again, and I just do it without even feeling a little bit of difficulty anymore, that now became normality, which once used to be discipline. That's how I know I've adapted to waking up at this time comfortably. So I've progressed my character. But you never want to come to a position where you've progressed so much to where there's no change anymore. You progressed, you went from uncomfortable, and you progressed to now normal, and you stay there. Because let me tell you, for some people, waking up early, going to the gym, pushing beyond their limits, eating well, sleeping well, working, training hard, is normal. And they get complacent because they stay in that position. You wanna always push yourself. 5 a.m. is easy, cool. Make it 4:45. 4:45 is easy. You've been doing it for 6 months, cool. Now make it 4 a.m. 4:30 a.m. It's just like progressive overload. Once you can easily push a certain amount of weight for a certain amount of reps, you just increase the weight and your reps go down again, and you keep doing it until it goes up again. It's just like that. Just like you improve your mind, you must also improve your body, and it goes the same way around. we're in this journey, and boys, um, don't got much to say other than keep pushing. If you're watching this video and you can relate to me, I hope you comment or DM me on Instagram, because I'm looking for people that have the beast in them and they feel like there's nobody like them around them. Again, I'm not saying I'm better than anyone. I just think there's nobody like me with my level of commitment, with my same mindset. I've never seen anyone, at least there could be, there probably is. I've never seen anyone. Never. This was a different video from the others. You know, the car road talks are still there. They'll still come. Next week I'll literally post a day in a life vlog. You know, this video is like a video that I've wanted to get out for a long amount of time, bro. You guys gonna literally see next week. I've already recorded it yesterday. It's a full day on a life on how I manage my, business, gym, 9 to 5, and all that kind of stuff. I've recorded it yesterday, so hopefully next week is out. We got many videos coming out, and obviously Instagram, first link below. I'm always posting daily, like 10, 15, 20 stories a day on how my day is going. My morning push-ups, I've been posting them for 2 years straight, and I'll never stop. When I'm going to the gym, my thought process, motivation, all kind of things, as well as daily reels. So, go and check my profile out. That'll be really helpful. Not just because you get to get some motivation, but also because you guys hold me accountable. When I don't want to wake up early in the morning at 4 a.m. and go out and do the push-ups, I think about the people that are watching me, that are counting on me, and I just automatically get up. Guys, as usual, keep grinding.